Steel City. Is everybody ready to go? It's proclaim the greatest radio show.
Welcome, Bucko fans. It's actually a warm welcome to me. This is the first Pirate segment I've done this season. Thank you guys for coming in studio. Easy-47. Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
All right. The Buccos, I haven't been watching a lot of it. I'm working a lot now, and they've had a couple day games. I've missed it. But what are they, Dash? Somewhere around 5-3?
Yes, they're 5-3 right now, 4-2 in the division at this point. I know a couple of us are upset they lost 2 of 3 to the Cincinnati Reds.
What's up with this new lineup? I don't like these analytics in baseball. I'm not saying they're horrible, but whatever happened to your best hitter just hitting third? It's been like that for 100 years. Why is it all of a sudden now better to have him hit second?
Well, it's year 101, and things change, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to say. A lot of teams are doing it. They're batting their best player second.
Well, I mean, what they're trying to do is they're trying to maximize McCutchen's at bats. If they move him up one spot in the batting order, I mean, statistically, that's saying he's just going to see more plate appearances.
That, and they don't like him coming up with 2 outs and nobody on in the first
tell
inning.
The first 2 guys to get on.
Yeah,
I mean,
I understand, but they just rather him bat second. If Jaso gets on, you got someone on ahead of him. If he doesn't get on, he can still do something. If he gets a hit, he can steal a base maybe, and then you can knock him in with a single from there.
Is it going to last?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it lasts. John Jaso, they're saying he's going to stick at the top of this lineup. But
no, it's not going to be Michael Morse because that dude's gone.
Yes, Michael Morse was released. They recalled relief pitcher A.J. Shugel. I'm sure he won't stay on the team the entire season, but just for now, that's what they called up. But yeah, they're going to bring up another bat at some point. And when Josh Bell comes up, and if he starts at first base, that's going to affect this lineup a lot, considering John Jaso is your leadoff guy if that's how they go with it until Bell gets called up.
Before you get too deep into your stats, any updates on Gung? I haven't heard anything. He's not playing any rehab games or anything, so obviously he's not going to be playing anytime soon. But I know there was some hope in the offseason that he could be back by opening day, but it obviously has already passed.
Neil Huntington was saying earlier today that he's pretty optimistic that he's going to end up being back by the end of the month. He was just
the end of April?
Yeah. He was cleared for all baseball activities. He's due to begin extended spring training games.
Yeah, they just announced that today.
How long before, once he starts playing rehab games, generally, I know there's no exact number, but how long do you think before he gets into the Major League lineup after playing those games?
I want to say about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He should be back in late April, at latest probably early May, so about 2 weeks from now. So, I mean, he's not going to go straight in the minor league.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously, but he's not going to go straight in the minor league game starting tomorrow or anything. Like 47 said, extended spring training, and then he'll move into game action.
Yeah, because he hasn't even run yet, so obviously they're.
Oh, they let him run the first. He's not allowed to turn the bases, although today they announced they're letting him do that.
It's nice of them to let him turn left.
Yeah, and that's going to change a lot with this lineup, too. But
might actually get some home runs.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, Starling Marte has 2 in what? Chris Stewart hit his first home run as a Pittsburgh Pirate.
I seen that live. I almost shit myself.
Ridiculous. All right, so here's the lineup. They go John Jaso batting leadoff, and then you got Andrew McCutchen batting behind him. You got David Freese in the third.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, in the third spot of the order. Now, he got off to a hot start, and he's kind of slowed down. He actually has no RBIs to this point, and that's not what you want out of your number 3 hitter, obviously.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the best.
He struck out 11 times in 30 at-bats, too. So.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Should have designated
I mean, he's
that
not
guy
terrible or anything. Trust me, once Gung comes back and this guy's on the bench, I'm very happy because he's a great backup player, a guy that comes off the bench, and I have no problem with that, but I do not want him starting every day. But hey, for the beginning of the season, I mean, going out and signing David Freese right before the season started, I think that was a pretty good ad here for the time being until Gung returns.
Try not to start 0-10.
Even I'll give it to him. I liked it. They went out, spent a little bit of money, got somebody to patch a hole.
And plus, it's a good bat off the bench.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Solid player off the bench.
Solid veteran, but get an RBI or 2 here tonight.
Yeah.
Believe it. I'd like to see him put the ball over the wall, actually.
In freezing cold weather in a lot of these games, too. So it's hard to produce runs when it's 30 degrees and you're swinging at 100-mile-an-hour pitches.
I mean, it might not be too hard to produce runs if you're hitting the ball, but, I mean, you're not going to hit the ball over the wall very much.
Yeah. it's going to be manufactured runs. You're not going to get any easy ones.
Right. You got Starling Marte cleaning up, and then you got Francisco Cervelli batting 5th. Gregory Polanco has been on a tear. You got him batting 6th, and then Josh Harrison 7th, and Jordy Mercer 8th. Now, look, they're hitting 296 as a team. That's second best in baseball. They got a 387 on base percentage. That's the best in baseball. They got the second most hits with 79. But they've scored the 15th most runs, and that's the most important category. They got 32 runs to this point. So you could say, yeah, everybody's hitting great. Well, if you move the order around, they may still hit great. So maybe this isn't the optimal lineup at this point. We'll have to see. But again, how many games? 8 games. You can't really find the trend yet. You know, you have to let it play out for a while until you start seeing some trends. But right now, if there was a trend, it would be that they're hitting the ball great. They're getting on base all the time, but they're just not coming up with that key hit.
My only concern, I don't know if I want to call it a concern yet, but I guess thought is if Liriano is hurt any longer than what they're hoping, that the pitching staff could struggle a little bit, because then you're forcing some guy. You're going to have Vogelsong and Locke in your rotation. And although that's not detrimental if it's 1 or 2 times through the rotation, if it's 4 or 5,
if Locke pitches like he did
times.
last time around, I'll take it.
I mean, hopefully if it happens, you get the good Locke at the
5
beginning of
2/3.
the season. But, I mean, it's just scary if Liriano misses time, without somebody like A.J. Burnett, who's proven. That doesn't mean any of the other guys can't step up. It's just we haven't actually seen it, really, for a long time as a Pirate.
Jeff Locke will always be known as just 5 2/3.
5 2/3.
Seriously.
Is that his hat size, too? I bet you it is.
No, that's his
New
career.
era.
So what are you thinking about this lineup? Now
That's
I'm
his
hearing
career ERA, sorry.
I'm hearing when Jung-ho Gung returns, they're not going to do much shuffling around here. They're going to take David Freese out and they're going to put Gung in the 3rd slot, and that's kind of surprising to me. I thought Hurdle really liked him in the 5-hole, and I'd take Cervelli batting 3rd if they really want to keep Jaso and McCutchen at
No.
1-2.
I like
can't
Gung
do
3rd.
that.
I like
Cervelli.
Gung
You got
behind
no
McCutchen.
speed,
If
though. You
McCutchen's
gotta
on
have
the base,
some
Gung
type-
can hit a home run.
You have to have some type of. You can't have your catcher running on the bases. I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Easy. I like
Well,
it.
look, Francisco Cervelli, he's batting 400 with a 484 on base.
That's amore.
I
Listen,
like it right where he's at.
I mean, I'll take him wherever he's at in the order, but I'd put him first in the order. If you're not worried about speed, why not Francisco Cervelli? He's getting on more than anyone, and this guy showed last year he can get on base at a very high clip, so why not Cervelli in the 1 hole? Although that's not what I want. I'm just saying that's a possibility.
I'll tell you why Cervelli's not going to hit leadoff, because he's doing fine where he is now. There's no reason to move him.
If it ain't broke, don't fix
And he's
it.
a catcher. Dude's going to be beat up.
I'm not.
Hey, catcher's bat 2nd.
I like the old
Russell
school,
Martin batted 2nd.
Have your fast guys 1, 2 get on.
Even Jake Taylor batted after Willie Mays Hayes in Major League.
Suicide squeeze.
47, what would your lineup be? Would you keep it like this for a while? Is it looking all right to you? They just got to come up with a few more key hits. It seems to me that when they need the key hit, it's Harrison and Mercer. It's the 7, 8 in the order. And now, if you really wanted to maximize that, would you want to put
What happened to
some better
Jay?
hitters lower in the order?
Why-
Nothing. I mean,
why
he's
is he
hitting 2
so low. He was MVP.
MVP. Get out of here with that. But
BGLP, baseball's greatest living player.
listen, I like him in the 7th spot. This is one spot where I wouldn't shuffle around at all. Josh Harrison, he hits the ball well. He's hitting 281 right now, but he's never a guy that had a very high on-base percentage, and there's a lot of guys on this team that will have higher on-base percentages than Josh Harrison. So I like him in the 7 hole, and, I mean, he can come up with a key hit at times as well.
What do you think about Gregory Polanco's beginning? Look at that. I mean, on base 51% of the time. I mean,
Yeah, beast
wow.
mode. He's hitting 333. He has 10 walks compared to 4 Ks and
Why isn't
24
he leading
bats.
off?
So is this going to
That's
be?
who I said at the beginning of the season should be leading off, because I seen this coming from him. He showed this type of plate discipline
Giraffes are fast.
in the minor leagues, and I knew he was
Yeah,
going to
really
break
strong
out at some
necks,
point,
too.
and I felt like it was going to. I felt like it was going to be last season, but it didn't happen. So I do believe this is for real.
You
And he
know.
has excellent strike zone awareness. I know. Easy. You hate Gregory
Listen,
Polanco for some reason.
I don't hate him, but he ain't nothing yet.
He's
Listen,
leading
He's nothing.
He's leading all of baseball with 10 walks, man, and that's very important.
We'll see. all they have to do is drop Marte. All they have to do is drop Freeze to the 5 hole and slide Marte to 3 and put Cervelli into 4.
I'd take
And
that.
I'll take that.
So you
As of right now.
you will not accept Cervelli in the 3 hole, but
Right.
you want him in the 4
Yeah,
spot.
I like him at 4, but not 3.
Okay. How about you, 47?
Well, I mean, it's hard to argue with Jaso at the top of the order. I mean, I
is.
still would rather see Polanco and then have him followed up by maybe Harrison if he can improve his on-base percentage.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then
if it
have
was me,
McCutchen.
this lineup would look nothing like this.
Oh,
It would be
not at all.
completely different.
All right, let's hear it real quick.
Me?
All right.
All right.
Go ahead, yeah, 47.
I'd go Polanco, Harrison, McCutchen, Marte, Gung, Cervelli.
Looking like last year.
I like the way that
you
lineup
like that power
looks.
lineup from last year. So you want last year's lineup.
Maybe with a little tweak. I guess it would be essentially the same as last year.
No Pedro though.
Yeah.
Negative Pedro.
He hardly
No
yeah.
Walker.
No Walker, no Pedro, obviously. But look, I'm fine with my 7-8 and Harrison Mercer. I want Polanco in the number 1 spot, just like 47 does. I want Francisco Cervelli batting second, maybe Jaso. I don't really care. About one of those 2 second, and then Andrew McCutchen, Starling Marte, jung-ho Gung, and then fill it out from there. Who would be left?
You want McCutchen, so it's McCutchen, Marte, Gung, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. That's the way I would do it.
And
Yeah.
I want
mean,
Gregory Polanco at the top of the
Oh,
lineup. That's the most important thing to me.
but he's not going to be able to do that at the top. He's not going to be.
That's what his career is
He's not
going
going
to
to
be,
take these
though.
walks. Just because he's taking walks where he's hitting now doesn't mean he's going to take walks.
I completely agree with you. I thought you were on the other side of this, though, that wherever you bat in the lineup, it does not matter whatsoever.
Well, he batted. They tried him leadoff. He looked horrible at leadoff last year. So what's going to change? I don't know.
Oh, he's a different player this year.
Yeah, he was
give him
good.
a
He
shot.
was young. He's learning.
He was
Why
actually
wouldn't they
showing
start off
improvement
with him
towards
at
the end of
first
the
base,
season
or
anyway.
hitting first? Why didn't they just make him lead off to begin with? Hurdle and digging it.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't want to.
I didn't like anything
dig
about this
themselves into a
lineup, but I'm
hole.
not going to argue at this point. Like I said, they're hitting the ball well. They're getting on base better than anyone in baseball. Just they got to come up with that key hit, and it seems like it's Harrison and Mercer that got to come up with those key hits. But I'm not going to exclude Andrew McCutchen either. This guy has 1 RBI on the season. Now he's hitting 258, but he does have a 378 on base, which is very nice. And I mean, if he goes 2 for 2, 3 for 3, his batting average is up at 300 again. So there's nothing wrong with what McCutchen is doing right now. It's just when he really
Gotta get
when
it going a
when
little bit.
Jaso's on base, when Jordy Mercer's on base, when Harrison's on base, he's just not coming up with that hit right now.
Did something change? Obviously not major in the coaching staff, but it seems like they're using analytics more this year compared to years past.
Definitely.
Of course.
I mean, you look at just in the bullpen, they're pitching Tony Watson in the 7th inning if there's more lefties coming up in the lineup for the opposing team, and then saving Feliz for the 8th. And if there's more lefties that are going to come up in the 8th, they'll bring Watson in the 8th. So they're doing a lot of things here to try to maximize the potential here. I don't know if this lineup's going to work, though.
Especially like batting Matt Joyce leadoff. How'd that work out for him?
Yeah, well, you sent me an email the day before when he was batting 3rd, and I called Hurdle crazy. And then, like 2 minutes later, Joyce had an RBI single or double
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
Seen that.
And I just emailed you back. Hurdle's a genius.
Yeah, seen that. But batting leadoff, out of here.
Sean
Yeah,
Rodriguez
Joyce.
is 2 for 3 on the season with 3
We shouldn't
walks.
even talk about that
Has
guy.
2 RBIs. He looks good at the plate
I
right
love
now.
I love Serpico. Last year I was like, yes. This year I'm on him.
Chris
That's
Stewart.
my boy. He's like
horrible.
He's J. He's J. 2.
Well, listen, he had a bat before he came over to Pittsburgh, Jim, and maybe he turns it around this year and shows that bat like he had in Tampa Bay.
As long as he's wearing those extra wide headband things that he wears
All day
got-
with those.
I got nothing. I'm done with him. He could go hang out with Mark Sanchez, and they can wear headbands together in Denver and smoke pot because Sanchez is their starting quarterback now.
And beat up water jugs.
You know, well,
Yeah,
if we're
suck
gonna
it
talk
too.
about headgear or dome pieces, Jaso with that hair.
Gotta love that hair.
Well, I
It's
told
ridiculous.
Dash already. He's got 3 strikes and he's out. And 1 strike I gave him already. 2 more strikes and that hair's coming
out.
off.
Well, we got the Shark Tank, you know, and his nickname is now the Reggae Shark.
Is it really? That's horrible.
No, you're dead wrong.
I was gonna say you can't desecrate the reggae shark.
What do you mean? John Jaso has been getting it done. He's batting 321, a 375 on base. But look, Chris Stewart, he's 2 for 4 on the season with a home run. Liriano, he's 3 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. Dude gets it
blown out
done at the plate.
hamstring.
He's crazy.
And Matt Joyce, he's 2 for 9, but he has 5 walks. He has a 500 on base percentage. So he's
Okay.
getting it done as well.
Fine.
Now, like we said, they released Michael Morse, recalled relief pitcher A.J. Shugel, and prospect catcher Elias Diaz. I thought it was at least. Now they're calling him Diaz, Elias Diaz. He has structural damage to his elbow, so it looks like he's going to be out for a good while.
His career has Diazed.
Good one. So it's only been 8 games, and whatever. It is what it is. At least they're not 0-8.
Believe it.
Yeah, last year they got off to a slow start, and it's really what cost them the
10
division.
years they've got off to a slow start.
Easy. If you go 5-3 all season long, every 8 games, what's your
don't,
record?
Don't ask me, player. I'm a
Anybody-
horrible at math.
anybody?
I'm not good at math.
100,
Yeah, you'll have 100 wins.
100 and
It's about 100 wins.
Just
Yeah.
go 2 or 3 against Milwaukee and Cincinnati, please.
about 160.
For
actually,
real.
is what-
I don't care what they do.
160.
If they
What?
can come
Yeah,
up with a
160
winning
games
record in their division
No,
this year, they got a really good shot at
162
winning
or
the division, but that's going to be tough.
161.
Yeah.
You're looking
Oh, I
at.
see what you're saying.
2 out of 3 from 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee, and then busted out. Who else? Reds.
Reds.
You get swept by the
You're red wrong.
yeah. Wait, no. 2 out of 3 from Milwaukee get swept by the Reds. You end up dead.
No, it's rhyme with cardinal.
Yeah.
Scotty Hartnell.
Yeah.
All right, wrap it up.
Fans, any questions or comments, just hit us up on Twitter at bet_the_spread. Hit me up on Twitter at betjimthewin. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/betthespread. Keep coming back to youtube.com/betthespread. Click subscribe. I need to start taking a breath when I try to do that. I'm getting too old for this.
Go Pens.
Please believe.